Well, Miggy did it again last night, and by doing so, he joins this list. Now, I want you to focus in on this. These are the players in Major League history that have had multiple homer games before their age 21 season and after their age 37 season. Look at the names on this list. I mean, there are a couple of surprising ones. Ruben Sierra jumps out, but Griffey Jr., Killebrew, Mays, Robinson, Ted Williams, A-Rod.
Rusty Staub.
Le Grand Orange, I think is what they called him in Montreal. So let's send it over to DeRo and to Ron. Just to, DeRo, put a little perspective on what we've been seeing from Miguel Cabrera.
Hey, right, we like to touch every team a little bit throughout the course of the season, especially early, because we don't know who's going to the postseason. So let's touch the Tigers real quick because we don't know. But newsflash, Tigers would be in today if the season ended as a 7th seed. Miguel Cabrera, I mean, had the chance to play, Ron, 2009 with Albert Pujols. Best right-handed hitter I have ever seen. And the argument's always
These two,
right? Lock Hall of Famers. Before we get the tape going, you know for me, it's always been about the little things. It's the little things. MVP on the BGs, maybe a little Triple Crown action. I dig all the little stuff right there. So let's dive in because I just want to take you on a little walk down memory lane because he showed up in 2003 for they were the Florida Marlins at the time. Kind of like I watched Buster Posey walk into San Francisco in 2010 and change the entire complexion of that lineup. He didn't have to do that. You had Derek Lee, Mike Lowell, Pudge Rodriguez. There was a lot of offensive weapons on that team. But when you bridge in the World Series, Game 4, when you take Roger Clemens, 7 Cy Youngs, dead right field, something special. At Maracay, Venezuela, I spent time over there playing winter ball. They are so passionate, and they embrace the young player. I watched a lot of young 16, 17-year-olds get really accustomed to playing on the biggest stages because of playing over in Venezuela, those Magallanes Caracas games. There he is winning the Triple Crown, getting a standing ovation in Kauffman on the road. Who's getting standing O's on the road? And I just want to take you back, pause that real quick. Just want to give him some run, okay? 2-time MVP. 2012, 2013, he went 44 bombs, 139 ribbies, backed it up with 44 bombs, 137 ribbies. Won the Triple Crown. First since Yaz, 67. 4-time batting champ, 11-time All-Star. And I tell this funny story all the time. We had a little dust-up with the Marlins back when I was with the Cubs in like 2007, 2008. And when you played in Joe Robbie, whoever was playing third base for the Marlins could hear our dugout right there. And Lou Piniella was so frustrated, he was like making it a point to let Miguel Cabrera know that we were going to rush him in here. And Miggy looks in our dugout and he's like, what did I do? I didn't do nothing. So he comes up to hit his next time up, expecting full well that he's probably going to get hit. And you see him. First pitch, he goes, and it was a strike down the way. He goes, oh, you're not going to hit me? Next pitch, slider, second deck. Lou Piniella comes out onto the on-deck circle and is clapping for him. He's like, guys, he thought he was getting hit, and he takes us in the second deck. That's pretty special. But run this back, because I just want to show you vintage Marlins. Is this all the way back to the beginning? Go all the way. Take this back. Right there. Vintage Marlins. And then now, okay, let's see if we see anything different. So run this real quick. I mean, all you've seen, he doesn't pick up his foot anymore. He's just he's so darn strong. He really doesn't have to. But he stays inside the ball, up the middle the other way. Just a phenomenal, phenomenal hitter. You can run this. And just wanted to give him some run. He's been doing it right for a long time. And going multi-homer game. You take him back to when he was young. Muy guapo. And there he is now with Detroit. So, Ron, I would say, Lock Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that got in the box, right-handed hitter that you knew was just...
Schmitty.
better than you.
When Mike, yes, exactly. When Mike Schmidt would stand in the box, it seemed that he took up the entire box because he had that wide stance and he had that bat it was going, man. It was ready to rake. And in those days, most of the home runs came on the pull side. He was one of the few guys that could Tommy Hawk it out to right center field, so he covered the whole plate. The one thing about Cabrera, I remember when about 3-4 years into his career, he was the one guy, and these are RBI machines, and you know this better than I know it. They get in that situation, guys, in second and third. You pitch him a certain way, there's 2 outs. He hits that little single to right field.
He
crushes you because it's a 2-run single, because he knows this is how you drive him.
He respected batting average.
Yeah.
Even if we don't respect it now, he was hitting 330, 340 for a lot of years, Robert.